All right. Let me get the mic adjusted here. You guys ready? Of course, I've got playback on my phone. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. What's up? What's going on? Super chat. Oh, look at you guys already. I appreciate that. Mr. T-Dub, hit that super chat, y'all. I appreciate that, Mr. T-Dub. Travis, how you doing, man? How you doing, Travis? Talked to you earlier today, sir. Hope you're doing well. And Mr. T-Dub. So, yeah, a lot to talk about. Some good news, some bad news, some really bad news. I want to say, first off, yeah, it is true that, I mean, I'll just have to come out and say it. I'm just going to come right out and say it. It hits hard. It's weird to say this. Didn't think I would ever do it. But I went and caught Pokemon with my two daughters today on Pokemon Go. I never thought it would come to that. Yeah, that happened. Played Pokemon with my kids. We walked down to the park here at the end of our street. Grown man playing Pokemon Go. All right. No, we do have quite a bit to talk about. Obviously, Arkansas, Colgate. Bad news there. I'm going to be on the road to Florida. It doesn't get much better. I'm going to be in Florida for a while. So, well, I say a while. For me, anything more than like 2 days is a while. So I'm going to be out for a few days. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to take a laptop that we have. This Logitech camera. What is that? A C90, whatever. It's already out of date. They've got the 4K. Have you guys seen those? Pretty sweet. It's Logitech 4K. So I'm going to do everything I can. I've got my podcast microphone. It's another Shure, just like this one. I love Shure. I'm a big fan. I'm going to do my best to try and keep up with it. Hell, I told my wife we might have to pull over to Walmart somewhere, maybe in Mississippi or down in South Arkansas, and pull over and give you my thoughts on the game, assuming I'm able to watch it. I might have to have my wife drive so I can watch the game with my headphones on. Also, open scrimmage. We're going to talk about that. Not going to be there for that either. That news just broke today. So I'm missing out on a lot. It sucks. It is what it is. It's bad timing. Also, to me, it is what it is. But I am no longer with the Hog Talk podcast. First off, I just want to say to everyone who reached out, holy cow. Wow. I really did not. Don't get me wrong. I know there's a community there, with the kind of cryptic tweet. I didn't even want to post that last night. I posted a cryptic tweet. Had a few people text me like, whoa, what's up? And of course I gave them the information. They're like, I'm not with the Hog Talk. But I really didn't expect that. I mean, my DMs were on fire. Text messages, phone calls. I really did not expect that. I talked to some of you in DMs. Some of you are in chat. Some of you guys in Discord. Holy cow, Discord, you guys you really made the day that much. In fact, you made it so much easier for me today. Just took a lot off my mind. I was so distracted with dealing with all that. I didn't get all the homeschooling stuff done. That's a true story. Had a phone conversation with somebody. I'm not going to say his name, but it happened. Good phone call. So I do appreciate that. All the support, man. The love, the support is unreal. So many of you know the Hog Talk podcast was a big part of what I did. I did start this first. Pig Trail started first. And eventually, I'm not going to get into all the how it all went down, but in terms of the beginning. But I'd been over there for a while, from day one, when somebody came to me and wanted to work together. And at the time, Hog Talk didn't exist. And we tossed some ideas back and forth, and ultimately we decided on what we would do. And then, I came up with the name Hog Talk. I was like, I love that name. In fact, I nearly named this show the Hog Talk Podcast. I was actually going to call it Hog Talk Network, but it was an idea I actually had sketched out somewhere, and I thought, let's do that. Let's do a podcast. And then eventually it was like, all right, we're blowing up. It was huge. It was great. It's great memories, man. I mean, truly. We got to talk to Otis Kirk when we were nobodies, right? Chuck Barrett, the voice of the Razorbacks. Chandler Morris, say what you want about his dad, like 2 weeks after the guy committed. And that's a testament to the ability of these guys and their ability to reach out and network. It was great. And I contributed what I contributed to the show, and it was good times. It really was. Been there, like I said, since the beginning of the Hog Talk, before we actually came up with an official name. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to get into all of it, to the nonsense, and I definitely don't want. I definitely don't want anybody to throw fire at him. I've already seen people on Twitter going at him. Don't do that. I did find out of nowhere last night. It came out of nowhere. No one ever came to me about any issues that they were having with me whatsoever. Not once. Not a single complaint. And then I found out last night there's a list of things. One, apparently I put too much energy here, and that was always the case since day one. Nothing changed here. And that's how it was from day one. And so, again, it is what it is. I mean them no ill will. I wish them the best. I think the community that I've grown here at the Pig Trail has been really awesome. I'm going to look at the Hog Talk and all my contributions and everything I did to that show, for that show, with that show. I know what I did over there, and I see its size, and it's great. And it took a team of guys to do that, and everyone has their own strengths on that on Hog Talk, and I think I brought something. I don't know. It is what it is. Again, I wish them the best. I know I'll probably never get any recognition from anybody over there about my contributions to the Hog Talk. Maybe they will. I don't know. I did tweet at them today, and I pretty much gave my farewell. Like, all right, well, this is it. I'm moving on to greener pastures. Not a single one of them liked it. Not a single one of them retweeted it. Not a single one of them. The Hog Talk account didn't like or retweet. And that's fine. I mean, look, whatever. It is what it is. I honestly, and this is a true story, I told you guys, a couple of weeks ago, I've got plans for the PTN. So I'm going to tell you what those plans are. In the fall, kids are going to go back to school. I'm going to be doing this full-time. Pig Trail is going to be full-time. I'm going to host a show. I haven't decided on a time yet, but it's going to be Monday through Friday. It's probably going to be during the day, like a lunch special, maybe like an hour power special, whatever they call those, maybe 2-hour special. I've already been in contact with one individual. Actually, there's 2 people that want to sponsor the show so far. I'm really looking forward to what's happening at the PTN and what I'm doing here. And, of course, I wouldn't be here without you guys. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. The community here is incredible. Again, I wish nothing but the best for those guys. I really wish, if you want my honest opinion, I don't know that they'll ever discuss it, and I don't recommend you guys going and talking to them about it. I mean, you can, but my end of it is I wish someone had come to me sooner. I mean, really, I've never, and here's what's funny. it's a brotherhood or a family over there. None of them, not one individual is over another, right, at the Hog Talk. But it was a group decision with a list of reasons that, again, could have been prevented. Had someone come to me and said, hey, we've got an issue here. And a lot of it, again, I said, it was, and look, they're right. They're not wrong about me spending time here. But again, nothing really changed here. I honestly, I started doing less work with PT. And you guys remember, I used to make edited content. That went away. So I could do the editing and everything for the Hog Talk. And then we added some people. The responsibilities got handed out. Well, they were never officially handed out. People just started taking on these responsibilities. I went to women's games. I did the halftime shows on Hog Talk for football. We hosted a live show a while back with how many? I think there were 4 of us on that panel. I did I was doing 2 shows a week. I moved to 1 show a week. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. But it is what it is. Again, I'm honestly, so that was my plan, was to go full time here anyways, and to leave the Hog Talk in the summer. I mean, that was my idea. I wish it had gone that way, because then we could have all left on better terms. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. I don't know how many people today. Well, first off, a lot of people giving me their hey man, hope all's well. Look, I'm not shedding any tears here. I'm good. I had someone like, hey man, do you need a shoulder to cry on? I'm like, dude, I'm fine, man. It's okay. It is, when you have the rug pulled out from underneath you, I was no perfect angel. Last night I was pissed, and I let them know that. Probably said some things I regret. Wish I hadn't said, but I think you probably cut me some slack, in that department. I think it's understandable that I was pretty pissed off. But they kind of also did me a favor. Again, it sucks that I will never get recognition for my contributions over there, and that sucks. But I think a lot of you guys know what I did. I think a lot of you guys, I had so many people today. Hey Ty, I really only listened to you, and that's great. I listened to the Friday show. It was my favorite part. That was awesome. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. I wish them the best. I really, birds of a feather. I mean, those guys, they're all pretty good pals over there, and they're doing good. They're doing good work. I mean, they really are. Hog Talk guys do great. They all have their own strengths, and they do really well. And I wish we had better communication. That's all I'll say. And by the way, homeschooling, I'm going to say this. Did give them a heads up on the homeschooling front. And unless you're doing it, you really have no idea what it's like to homeschool 2 kids and how much energy and time goes into that. In fact, there were some nights, especially in the first semester, where my wife and I were up till 10:30, 11:30, almost midnight trying to get assignments turned in. It can turn into a full 24-hour. I mean, not 24-hour, but it can turn into a full 12-hour day. Some days were better for me to record than others. And again, I think we just couldn't find common ground on that, and it is what it is. But I was really surprised that kind of got brought up. Wow. When I read that, I just couldn't believe it. But for all my fellow parents out there homeschooling, tip of the cap. I know what you're doing. Not everyone has the same journey. Some people, it's a lot, they've got 4 kids and they're killing it. They're crushing homeschooling. They're done by 2. It's not always the case here. Okay? It's not always the case here. Sometimes it goes over several times. And again, we've stayed up really late. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Again, yeah, I was pissed last night, but man, again, it feels like a whole new, feels like doors just opened up. At the end of the day, it's just a podcast. I mean, like great opportunities over there. At the end of the day, this is just a YouTube channel. I'm going to do the best I can here to provide you guys with some kick-ass Razorback content, because that's what I do. That's what I try to do. Speaking of that, let's move on to Razorback sports. Enough of the bullshit. Let's get into it, huh? Enough of the bullshit. Razorback football news. So, Scrimmage is going to open up this Saturday at 10:30. Well, the gates are going to open up at 10:30. They want fans to go through Gate 1, park in lots. They want you to park in lots 72, 73, 73A, 74, and 44. So, good news. I'm going to try and – I don't know what the options are. We might have to watch some ESPN-to. I don't know how we're going to catch this. That's going to suck if it's not streamed somewhere. I hope Pinto's there. I hope somebody's there live streaming. It doesn't have to be Pinto. Whoever has the best view of the damn game and the best picture that I can at least make out who's doing what, I'm probably going to try and watch it. So, things I would be looking for, obviously, the quarterbacks. I don't know that there's a lot you could take away from spring practices. I know I've said this before, and I made a couple people upset with it, but I've never left a spring game going, you know what? Yeah, they're going to win 10 games this year. Or I've never left a spring practice. Remember back in the Houston Net days, you could walk onto the practice field. Do any of you guys remember that? You could walk right on. I can remember being like 12, walking onto that field, walking onto the practice field, walking across where all the players are coming. And, but you never walk away with, oh, they're going to be great. I'd be paying attention, assuming you guys have access to the scrimmage. I would be keeping an eye on quarterbacks. What are they doing with the receiver rotation, the running back rotation? We know Rocket Sanders pushed back to the running back spot. That's pretty exciting news because, good grief, he looks like a man amongst boys. I mean, he really he's got arms the size of my head, and I got a big head. That dude, that's obviously a bit of an exaggeration, but I would be paying attention to the running back rotation a little bit, whatever they show. Remember, this is an open scrimmage. Linebackers, good Lord. I don't know. Just see if there's a pulse there, right? What are they doing with the defensive backs? How many reps are certain corners getting? You know who I'm talking about? A guy that has a similar name like mine. I'd probably be keeping an eye on that. On what they're doing there. I don't imagine there's a whole lot of movement. Zymos, they're moving to safety. Big safety. I mean, you're talking about 6'3", 225 or something. That's interesting. Offensive line, what's going on at right tackle? Again, these are some things. Tight ends. Are they rotating? What about Collins, the Sutherland kid last year, the tight end? Now AJ Green is not there. Did you guys see on Twitter he hand timed a 4.32? Now, hand timed just all over the place. I mean, still, I have a feel it wouldn't shock me if that were something close to his laser. If you have not seen this kid run the ball, especially when he catches the outside, holy crap, that kid is quick. Let me get caught up on chat. F Colgate. All my homies use Crest. Yeah. Didn't get notification as per normal with YouTube. I apologize about that. Just saw it and am here for the live show. Long live the Hog King Ty. We always have your six, young man. I appreciate that, Todd. I really do. I don't care if my dentist recommends Colgate. We use Crest. This is Dylan. Celtics for life. I don't think Colgate has a chance after halftime. The fighting toothpaste. You guys in your toothpaste rhetoric. I'm sorry, Skylar. I already kind of went into it. I probably won't ever talk about it again. It is what it is with the Hog Talk. I don't understand how creating your own brand is a problem for them. You'd think it would add value to their show. I don't know. What's your complete honest thoughts on our odds losing to Colgate? Sorry if you said this. I just joined. I haven't said that yet, and I'm going to talk about that here in a second, and I'm going to show you guys my bracket. Now, I saw a whole bunch of people join the brackets. Where is it? Where's the group? Pig Trail bracket. How many people are in here? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I don't know if that's the same person or not. Is that okay? Maybe not. 8, 9, 10. Well, I mean, I'll show you guys here in a minute. There's like 15 people in this bracket. I can't see your brackets. Wait a minute. People's bracket. Let's see if I can see if that does it. What does that do? What is people's bracket? Oh, this is just the average. Okay. All right. So I'll show you guys my bracket. I'll show you guys who's on the list of brackets. So stick around for that. Boy, this water coming up for some reason. Where else was I? Let's see. Let me go down chat. Hog Hour sounds decent to me, says Dylan Davis. Ty was the co-creator with Jacob. Ty, yeah. Wait, is AJ off the team? No, AJ Green is back in Oklahoma. Sorry, I probably didn't finish that sentence. He's back in Oklahoma. He's running track right now. But yeah, 4.32 hand timed. That's incredible. I mean, I don't know. Laser time, you could probably shade off a little bit of time. I don't know. Joe, with the $5 super chat, if you know who Skip Bayless is, he had Alabama over Arkansas in the championship. Yeah, Skip Bayless picked Bama, picked Arkansas in the Final Four. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Hang on. There was something. Lightly pulverize the like button into liquid and then pour it out. Pour it out for your homies. Yeah, I know who he is. Blah, blah, blah. Hopefully Arkansas doesn't underestimate Colgate like the fans seem to be. That team can score. Yeah, so I'm going to get into that. Again, hang on. I want to get to that in just a second. So, yeah. Also, the scrimmage, by the way, remember, 10:30 a.m. Saturday. Also, I don't know if you guys caught this or not. Speaking of Indiana, I don't know if if there's a pipeline to Indiana or not. I don't know if Eric Musselman has reached out to this senior, but Al Durham, 6'4", 185. I don't know. I don't know if he's a combo guard. I don't know what he is, but I was looking at him. He could be pretty dangerous from outside. He averages about 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists per game. He shoots almost 40% from beyond three-point range. He shoots around 40% at three-point range. So I'd be surprised if the old Muss bus isn't already reaching out to him. So, okay. All right. We're making good time. We're under 30 minutes. Arkansas and Colgate. Friday, 11:45 on True TV. Again, I will not be I don't know how I'm going to have access. I really don't know what we're going to do. We're going to be driving. I mean, we're going to be driving. That's like literally right in the middle of our drive time. So, yeah, Skip Bayless has Arkansas in the Final Four. By the way, Jalen Williams is good to go. He will be good to go. Joe, merch. I've got some ideas for merch. I'm going to reach out to somebody, a friend of mine who does all that stuff. I'm going to reach out to him about getting some PTN merch. I might even have a new logo designed. I'm not saying I'm hitting the reset button here, but there's going to be some changes. Coach Muss said that Coach Ruda called Arkansas-Colgate matchup and started scouting Colgate. He sure did. So he's already broken down like 3 players that you need to watch out for. Musselman is not underestimating these guys. Remember, he went undefeated in conference play this year. I don't think he overlooked anybody. I don't know that he's ever overlooked anybody since he's been here. Ty, use VipBox to watch. It's free. Oh, all right. Let me just write that down. What is this? Well, wait. I have YouTube TV on my phone, but I'll write that down anyways. Thank you for that, Joshua Long. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so 3 names to watch. So let's get into that. Jordan Burns, Nelly Cummings, and Jack Ferguson. These are all 3 guys that are capable of scoring from outside. Whoa, we got a big one here. What's this? We caught a big one. Jay Massey with the $20 super chat. Dude, man, you guys, I appreciate that. We got you, Ty. Arkansas football and basketball are on their way to the top, and this channel's coming with it. 10,000 next year. I'll support anything you do. Except boiling bacon. That's just nasty. Oh, no. He hated on boiled bacon. Jay, don't knock it till you tried it, brother. It's so good, and I guess it's healthier than frying it. Less cancerous is what I read. I appreciate that, Jay. This matchup could be track meet if the Hogs aren't careful. These guys score a lot of points. They're 14-1, something to keep an eye on. And this is where you get a little bit concerned about the matchup because they played 15 games against just 5 different teams. So imagine you're essentially watching film on just 5 teams. Whereas Arkansas has an entire 20-plus game schedule, including the SEC tournament, where Colgate's going to have access to more video, more content to watch on the Razorbacks on possible mismatches against certain teams that might be built similar to Colgate. LSU, in some ways, in terms of what these guys do and the pace they like to play at and the fact they're built around just these 3 guys, this is not a match that I take lightly, and I don't think anybody should. I don't think you should take any game lightly. I said that last week or on the last show. It's the NCAA tournament. You overlook nobody, right? This could be one of those games where I doubt Eric Musselman's going to slow down the pace, but it could be one of those games where he plays a lot smaller. From 1 to 5, from your 1 to your 5, they have a little bit smaller lineup. I mean, we know Connor Vanover is going to play on the tip-off. He's going to play 5 minutes and then sit the bench unless he gets hot. If you notice, if he knocks down a 3 or 2, he'll stay in he kind of has to buy that time, right? For every bucket that he makes, he gets like a couple more minutes. Or I guess maybe every block he might add 30 seconds. Maybe that's what they're on. Maybe that's the system they're working, like locomotion tickets, baby. Every coin you spin and every time that ball goes in the net, you win. You get more time. That's what it's about, baby. Maybe that's what's going on, but I feel like that's what's going to happen. Thank God you're going to have Jalen Williams, who's going to help you. He can also stretch the floor, but he's going to help you go after those loose balls. He's going to rebound is going to be the name of the game for him. It's all up to him. Dude, boiled bacon rocks. PT in all the ways is teed up. There we go. We can play with any team in the tournament. I agree. And again, I haven't, look, guys, similar to what's happened since COVID and homeschooling, I don't have time to sit and watch all these teams and do a ton of research on everybody. But breaking down Colgate a little bit, this is a game where you know what I'm about to say. These are going to be the first T-shirts I ever have made because they apply to all sports. Quality depth matters. Quality depth matters. Bumper stickers galore. Let's print them. Let's do it. Let's get these bumper stickers with the PTN logo somewhere. I don't know. Ty Hudson says whatever. Maybe that should be my first tat that I get. That's going to be my first tattoo. Quality depth matters. Ty Hudson. Colgate reminds me of the tempo of the Phoenix Suns. Okay. In the early 2000s. Oh, that's what you're saying. 15-second possessions. That's college basketball these days, though. College basketball is how it's built. I mean, it's like the clock just seems irrelevant these days, right? Ken Palm has Arkansas winning 83-75 with a 78% chance. I saw that. If Colgate gets hot, Arkansas might be in trouble. They also, something else, they defend the 3 really well. They're like top 15, top 20 in the country, I think, in defending the 3. Again, they remind me so much of LSU. High scoring, and they might even be a peg better because they actually have a reputation for playing good basketball on the defensive end, guarding out on the perimeter. And they could land layups. They could play well at the rim. They could finish at the rim. I only got to see a little bit, and they like to play fast. It looks like they could play at any tempo they want. This is a dangerous matchup, especially again, you go back to the 5 teams. That's it. 5. That's it. That's all you got. 5 teams to watch film on, and I know that's driving Eric Musselman crazy because Colgate's going to have an entire just list, and that matters. So, like LSU, but almost surely classier. You are a pillar of autumn. I'm loving you're just a wordsmith. Everything you say just comes off. It rolls off the tongue so well. I don't think Connor will be used much in this game. No, I don't think so either. I agree. And unlike LSU, Colgate doesn't pay their players unless you count toothpaste, of course. Arkansas plus 5,000 to win it all. Steven Tucker, they said this game will be played on roller skates. Absolutely. Their ability to move the ball around, too, is pretty worrisome. This is what I have noted here. They're top 10 in the country in assists per game. On top of that, they average just under 18 assists. Their field goal percentage, they shoot almost, 45%, 49%. I mean, it's insane. Now, again, remember the names: Jordan Burns, Nelly Cummings, and Jack Ferguson. Question I have: Arkansas reaching the Sweet 16. How realistic is it that they advance further? So again, I'm going to show you guys my bracket here in just a second. Do me a favor, like the stream. Please slap some likes on this bad boy. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Check out the links provided for you down below. I realize the Hog Talk link is still there. Hey, if you want to go watch or listen to their content, it's still down there. There's my last contribution to the HTP. Tip of the cap. Hey, Ty, I saw where Seth Davis on ESPN said Colgate will upset us. That's where I got my info from yesterday. A 1 to 100. How worried should I be? I mean, it's an interesting matchup, and I don't know a whole lot about their depth. I truly do not. I do not know a ton about their depth. Obviously, last night I was juggling some other issues. Didn't have a whole lot of time. But what concerns me is that, they're built around these three guys who can score, and it looks like they can stretch the floor. They can score from just about anywhere. They're quick-paced. It's a matchup. It's a matchup issue, but Arkansas is also built for this kind of play. Sometimes, and I would say a lot of the times, outside of some of the sloppy turnovers, again, Arkansas's I think they're at 13 turnovers a game. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when they play up tempo, they are sometimes at their best, especially I think when Jalen Williams is on the floor. So we'll have to see how the matchup plays out down low. We'll have to see how well Arkansas defends out on the perimeter. That's been a problem for Arkansas. Now, quality depth matters. There it is again. Quality depth matters, and I think it's going to be a shootout. I still like Arkansas I like Arkansas somewhere between 7 and 11 points. Maybe 7 and 12. That's where I would be at. I would say on a scale of 1 to 100, I would say every game you're worried at least at 80%, right? Like I don't ever go into any game, even when Bobby Petrino was the football coach and you were picked to blast someone by 30 points. I didn't care. I didn't care that we had the best offense in the SEC. I didn't care. I was worried. I don't take any game lightly. I don't overlook anybody. Maybe Eric Musselman and I have that in common, but he's obviously way up here, and I am a novice basketball fan. Matt Zimmerman said we were going to win from 30 to 60 points. Holy crap. I think did he say that? Holy crap. Again, he knows a lot more about what's going on there than I do. If Colgate had more diversified games, I think they'd be better capable of winning. Arkansas can adjust based off the defense. Look at South Carolina. We were getting the three ball like Bama. I like rebounding and second chance points. I will play a huge role in this game. All right. Well, let's look at what they do right now. Arkansas is favored at 69%, according to ESPN Basketball Power Index. Which honestly, I was a little surprised when I saw that. Again, Colgate 14-1. This is on True TV, by the way. Looking at Colgate, looking at this matchup. Okay, look, their points per game, they're third in the country at 86 points a game. They rebound really well. They're top 30 at 39. Assists, again, they're just south of 18. And defensively, they only gave up 68 points. So let's also remember who they played. Army, who they actually played twice and lost to. The first game, they beat them by like 50 points almost. And then the second game, they lost by a couple. That's their only loss on the year. Army, who went 12-9. Right? So that's their only loss. That's the only game you can look at and go, oh, well, all right, okay. But they did get blasted. Colgate beat them 101-57. Isn't that weird? I mean, from one game to the next. So obviously, Muss is going to be looking at that film. That's the game he's going to be looking at. If I'm him, I'm watching that film like crazy. They had a lot of games canceled. They played Holy Cross, didn't they? They played the Holy. Are they in the same conference? I think they are. Their conference is the Patriots standings. Yeah, Holy Cross. That's right. Holy Cross is in that conference. So they finished 14-1. Well, they're all over the place. 18 points. Navy 15-3 in the South. Well, they're broken up by 3 different divisions in the conference. That's weird. Lafayette, Bucknell, Lehigh, Colgate, Army, Boston University, Holy Cross, Navy, American, and Loyola. Loyola, who went 6-11. It's Loyola, Maryland, right? Okay. So, yeah, they played, and then they played Army again later on in the year. They played Army a lot. They played Army 2 more times, 84-74, and they won both those, obviously. 92-83, and then they put a whooping on Bucknell. So, yeah. They are, it's really tough because you just don't know really what you're up against. I mean, obviously you're going to look at that Army film and try to figure out what exactly Army got right. And let's look at that. Let's see what happened here. Okay, Army and they got a lot of production out of their bench. Of course, they rotate. It looks like they rotated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they rotated 10 players in that game. Colgate 1, 2, 3, 4. They also rotated about 10 players, but their bench not. Ferguson ended up getting 26 points off the bench, or 26 minutes off the bench. He went 8 points off the bench. 26 minutes, 8 points. Burns is the leading scorer in that game, 19 points. He went 2 of 6 from 3-point range. Richardson 3 of 9. That's their little guard, isn't it? Yeah, 3 out of 9. They shot 92%, right about 93% from the free throw line, 30% at 3-point range, 29, so about 29, 8 of 27 there, and they shot 44 from the floor. So a lot of this is skewed. They have absolutely. I don't think they have a single quad 1 win. I don't think they don't have any quad win, period. So either they're propped up by an incredibly easy schedule. I don't know. It's to tell you, man, COVID just screwed everything up so much. But it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup, to say the least, because, again, these guys can go up and down the floor. Jordan Burns averages 17 points. Keegan Records, 6.9 rebounds a game. Jordan Burns also leads them in like every category. Assist, he's 5 assists a game, almost about 5.5 assists, and he averages almost 2 steals a game. So Burns is obviously a key guy. He gets about 29 minutes per game. Tucker Richardson. I mean, I'm looking at their depth. There's some minutes here. You've got how many guys above 20 minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 guys north of 20 minutes. How many 15 plus? One at 15 plus. With Oliver Lynch Daniels getting about just south of 14 minutes. So it looks like their heavy rotation is probably going to be, 8 guys, 7, 8 players. And then you fit in your other guys here that get, Maynard, who looks like he gets about 9 minutes a game. Sam Thompson gets about 9 minutes a game. But Jordan Burns, 17 points. He shoots 41.5% at 3-point range, you guys. That's unreal. Ferguson, 50%. Of course, I'm not seeing how many shots he takes out there. I'm not seeing the shot percent or how many shots he takes. Nelly, this is the other guy, Cummings, that Eric Musselman talked about, shoots about 37%. And they're 73% at free throw range. All right? 73%. Someone write that down. 73%. All right? What is Arkansas's? What are they at? What are the Razorbacks at the free throw line? Come on, pull up. You're 70, right at about 74, so you're a little bit better there. Arkansas doesn't have a player over 40 minutes, but we also have a much larger sample size too. So, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that rotate about 20 minutes. For some reason, I kind of thought Jalen was north of 20. I thought Jalen was like 20, right at 20. He's at 15 and a half minutes a game. We got to remember, too, a lot's changed, and that could be the case for them as well. For Colgate, they could also be averaging. Maybe they are rotating actively, getting 10 guys quality minutes, not just 5 or 6 minutes, but later in the year, maybe these guys are getting, now they're north of 15 minutes. So we'll just have to watch. It is a very intriguing matchup, to say the least. Jack Ferguson has shot 69 threes this year and has made 35. Okay. What's up, King the Dreamer? How you doing, man? I have 4 brackets. We win in one of them. Gonzaga wins 2 of them. What is this about you leaving Hog Talk? I saw it. Yeah, so I explained it at the beginning. You can honestly, Tony, I'm not going to go over it again. But if you want to, and I mean no disrespect, but I just don't want to go over it again. If you want to watch it at the beginning, you can check that out. How the liberal arts college get such a salty team, right? Oh, man. Oh, my God. Hogball, the impractical jokers. Hogs by 20. Listen, Zimmerman, if Zim's telling you that Arkansas is going to win this thing by double digits, not just double, but you're going to win by 20, he holds a hell of a lot more credit than I do. I mean, I can only tell you what I watched this year, but he's the king, man. I made a whole video around Zimmerman. You guys know how I feel about him. I think he is a very high basketball mind. Okay, not in the literal sense. Well, that's my bad. I'll go check out and watch. Oh no, you're fine, Tony. You're fine. All right, let's share. Let's talk about the packets. All right, here we go. Why don't I have my hot button set? All right, here's my bracket. Is this my boop, 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 boop. Well, let's look at the groups, or the who's in this group. So if you recognize yourself, feel free to give yourself a shout out. I haven't done one of these in a while. I do seem to remember the bracket, or the way they do this, the interfacing here looking kind of weird. But I cannot see your brackets, and I swear I thought you were able to look at other people's brackets. Maybe when it's all said and done, you can look. Group entries per user 25. Okay, group size 15 plus. Yeah, we've got quite a few people in here. So if you see yourself, there's Matthew B, Jacob Archie fan. For some reason, Archie triggers people. I don't know why. Does that trigger you? Does saying Archie trigger you? I've never understood. First off, words don't trigger me, period. But Archie, why do Razorbacks, why do Arkansans, why do people get triggered by that? Does saying Archie, is it like a cuss word? And if so, why does it bother people? I don't understand it. I used to say that, and a friend of mine got on to me for it. He's like, dude, you don't say that. I'm like, well, who cares? It's a word. It's a word, silly. Here's legit enough OKC Thunder. Oof. Go Celtics. Ashby Hunt. Right? They call me Tony B. I wonder who that could be. Angela Power. Some random, I guess you didn't fill out your name. You got to fill out your name. The Bionic Pig. I've seen you around. Chisel. Money 411. Maiden Magic. Is that like an Iron Maiden song or is that Boomis Hog or Bomus Hog? Okay. Pano. So again, I can't look at anybody's brackets. I can't figure this out. I was trying to pull up Matthew's here, and like you can see the groups that he's in. Right? But there's nowhere. I mean, am I doing something wrong? You're right. So here's the group, and you can't see the bracket. All right, let me show you mine. Nope. Where are we at? My brackets. So I made 2, but they're both pretty much the same. All right, here we go. You can see it. I wish this was kind of on the bottom so I could give you the give you a show here, give you the suspense. But I've got Arkansas, as you can see. What? The Elite Eight? I've got them to the Elite Eight in both brackets. Now, again, this year especially, I probably only I feel like I might had a firm grasp on about 15% of the bracket, if I'm being honest. And obviously that 15% being the SEC. I do, boy, oh boy. How about Missouri over here in the West? Ouch. Oklahoma. And that could be, this was a tough one. You know, Oklahoma out of the Big 12. Oklahoma out of the Big 12. Make sure my phone's down because I can't see chat unless I'm, hang on a second, because I'm sharing my screen. Guys, get the likes. Come on now. We can get the likes up. Oh, Matthew B. Woo Pig Suey. Arky doesn't trigger me, says Mr. Bloodline. I think you have to wait until the tournament starts. Oh, okay, to see everyone else's bracket. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I thought about that. Like, okay, you don't want to copy, right? You don't want to. So, but look at that Missouri matchup with Oklahoma. Goodness, and then they got to play who? They're gonna have to play Gonzaga. Nah, not gonna happen. I do not see them getting out of the round of 32. In fact, I'm not super confident in this at all. Oklahoma's kind of, when they're on, I really think Oklahoma's capable of making a pretty decent run. But I do have Kansas here all the way until they play in the Sweet 16, and they're going to get eliminated. Iowa, I really like Gonzaga, Iowa, Baylor. I like Arkansas, man. I love the run they were on, and we saw what happened the last time the Razorbacks lost. What happened next? You went on an incredible run, a great win streak. I think that continues. So obviously I do like them over Colgate. Arkansas over Texas Tech. Arkansas over Ohio State, right? This is, I don't know. Florida, again, that's another team. Like, I guess it depends, and we could say this about so many teams in the bracket. It really just depends who shows up. Like, what Florida team shows up. And I think even the best Florida team is going to struggle against a mediocre Ohio State team that shows up. But that Virginia Tech-Florida matchup might be kind of brutal. I tell you, I kind of wonder, Texas Tech's going to be tough. We know all about them and what they were able to do couple years ago. Different year, different team. Welcome to college basketball. I like this matchup against Texas Tech. What little I know about them this year. Scrolling on down. Illinois, I like them. I like them a lot. I like them so much I put them in the Final Four. I do not have Arkansas in the Final Four. I said last time we talked, last time we all were here, I think the Elite Eight is this team's ceiling. But then when you get out of the round of 32, well, they're all matchup issues, right? Even 64 to 32 to 16, they're all matchup issues. I just kind of like the run that Arkansas was on, and I think they want to get back to that. I think they want to get back to that feeling of winning and getting on a good run and then doing it in the tournament, right? Okay, there it is. Arkansas over Tech. Over Ohio State, and then they drop. Baylor's good. Baylor's a very good team. And then I have, obviously, Gonzaga. What are they, like the number one scoring team in the country? These guys put up crazy points. I feel like they have a showing here. They score almost 90 in the championship. I have them in both the brackets I made winning this thing. In fact, I think I have them both, Illinois and Gonzaga. I really think Illinois could be a toss-up between them and Baylor. Or even, I mean, what does Oklahoma State do this year? What do they do? How far do they go? We know with Cade, they're really good. They're really good with him playing, obviously. So, yeah, there's my bracket. Psh, Ty, how dare you have Florida State over Colorado? Ty doesn't have many upsets. I do not. I wonder if that POS from Florida got suspended for breaking Tennessee player. Yeah, I hope he did. Ville hasn't been doing good. Yeah. Again, some of these are just kind of, I'm not going to lie. Some of these picks like, yeah, I'll just take them. And some of them, this one, oh man, this Oklahoma Missouri pick, that's a tough one. I don't know. Missouri's a problem, man. I mean, they can absolutely, if they weren't up against Gonzaga in the round of 32, God, that's a tough draw. Goodness. You guys think they should have been higher than a 9? Does anyone think they should have been higher than a 9? I wonder about that. I wonder if they shouldn't have been a little bit higher. I'm sure Mizzou fans are all about that, and they're going to love, oh my God, what? What did he say? Because I hate Missouri. All right. Yeah, I don't have many upsets. You're not wrong. I do not. So, I got Oklahoma State going to the Sweet 16 and losing to Illinois. They could. They very well could go on a run. I think Oklahoma State's going to be a problem. No way Gonzaga goes undefeated the whole season to win the championship. I know. But this is not a normal year. And that's kind of what I was juggling. This is not a normal year. Technically, it's not making history because they're not going to play as many games, but which Missouri shows up, given they finished in the top 25. Did they? You're talking about Missouri? Did they finish in the top 25? But I think not losing at least one game is going to jinx them. And I thought about that a lot. But this is not a normal year. This is a crazy year. And too, if there's anyone that could get knocked out semi-early, it might be Gonzaga. I don't know because because I've got Creighton and Virginia, right, and then I've honestly got Creighton going ahead of them. I just heard someone not long ago bragging about them. I remember them talking about them being a potential Sweet 16 kind of Sweet 16 bid, like being that kind of team that could go that far. So I kind of thought about that in the back of my mind. I really don't know much about either of them, but maybe that's the biggest upset of the tournament: Creighton over Gonzaga, or Virginia. Maybe Virginia smashes Creighton. I don't know, but you guys saw my bracket. I don't see a lot of upsets. And I did say, I thought this would be a year we have a lot of upsets, but then when I actually saw the matchups, the few that I kind of had feel like I had a pretty decent handle on, I just didn't like the odds of the lower-seeded team getting a win. I've got Houston over Clemson later on in the bracket, and then eventually they lose to West Virginia. That could be one to keep an eye on. Houston may be one to keep an eye on after all. They were all right. Okay. All right, what are we at? Whoa. Did I miss a super chat? Let me scroll up. I don't think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Iowa beats Gonzaga, says Bloodline. All right. I joined the group. I joined your group for the brackets just now, by the way. I have Iowa winning it all. Okay. All right, appreciate it. Yeah. You saw the name. If you want to join it, I don't know. How do you can I share that in here without is there like a do oh, hang on. Here we go. Go to the bracket here. Can I just share this? Do I just share this page? What do I do? Let me see if this works. Tell me what this does. If you guys want to join, maybe it won't get blocked. I bet it does get blocked. There you go. There's the tell me what that does if you want to join it. Iowa beats Gonzaga. We'll see that very well. Iowa's played some pretty good ball this year. So is Illinois. So is Michigan. Kwanzaa couldn't handle Musk talking trash about it. Yeah, so feel free to join if you guys want to get in on it. Get in on it. Oh, we're at an hour. Wow, that went by fast. All right. So, again, there it is. If you guys want to if you want to get in on it. If you want to get in on the action, there's the link and you can join. So, all right. Final thoughts. Again, if you're curious, if you're just now coming in, you want to know what's going on with the Hog Talk stuff, you can go back and watch the beginning. Nothing more to say about it. I wish them nothing but the best. I mean, truly, the Hog Talk it's like a giant snowball going down a snowy hill. It's set up for success over there, man. I mean, it really is. And they're gonna. You would have to completely walk away for that thing to screw up. I mean, really, you'd have to completely walk away. I mean, you can go over there and type the word fart on Facebook, and it's gonna, it's gonna do well. And I wish them the best. I really do. I don't want anybody harassing them. You know, if you're, some people have been pretty passionate about it. Unfollow them, right? Don't go lashing out at them. Good memories over there, especially in the beginning. Good grief. I still can't believe I got to talk to Chuck Barrett. You know, I got to talk to I got to talk to people that I never thought I'd get the opportunity to talk to. It was really cool, really special. And I'll remember that. That's what I'll remember. I'll remember the early days of the Hog Talk when it was really a lot of fun. And we blew it up. Jacob and I mean, that thing exploded. And, you know, it's natural. People want to come in and be a part of it. And really thought we had something going there. And they do. They do. There's no doubt. So they're just going to do it without me, and I'm going to be doing my thing here. So, yeah. But again, if you want any more detail than that, you'll have to watch the first, 10 minutes. Okay. Also, like I said, we're going to do this full time starting in the fall. I'm going to slowly and gradually over the next few months, there are going to be some changes you might notice. We already started with the background, right? Shout out to my wife, Bob Vila. And, I mean, you know, we got the new computer desk. You can't see that. The microphone. I mean, all this has all been made possible because you guys in the Patreon support, the Super Chat support, the PayPal support, all that stuff. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, look at this tonight. You guys killed it on Super Chat. I mean, holy crap. So, I mean, shout out to you guys. I'm not here without you. I really mean that. And the Discord community, by the way, if you guys want to join, I really want to expand that. I want to grow it. Let me give you a link here. And I if you guys want to join, if you haven't already, I recommend you getting in on it. I don't know why okay. I guess it's not letting me copy and paste the Discord link. I'll tell you what, I'll put it somewhere. Why won't it let me share the link? What the hell, man? Oh, there we go. Now it wants to work. Of course it does. Don't ever expire. No limit. Generate new link. Copy. There we go. Paste. Boom. If you guys want to join Discord, there it is. Let me try that again. There it is. Ty, have you ever thought about occasional call-ins pre and or post game, just random? Yeah, I have. I've talked about that with a friend of mine. I don't know if he's still in chat, but he watches a lot of my content. Him and I are friends. I talked about it with him. I have thought about it. I mean, I know of other people. I've been on shows where they've done that. Well, I mean, I was a guest on shows where they've done that, and Mark Rogers. If you guys haven't watched, I've been on Mark Rogers' show a couple times. I need to go back on. I need to reach out to him. He does stuff like that. He does call-ins. I'm going to talk to him about it. Try to get some feedback from some other content creator friends of mine on that. I do want to do call-ins. So that is something that I'd like to do, and I think there's a lot of potential for growth there too. I know people really like that stuff. I do too. I think it'd be entertaining. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So, yeah. All right. Again, Discord down there, fantasy, the bracket. You can join. That's it right there. Hopefully, I guess when the tournament starts, we can open up these brackets and look at them a little better. But the problem is I'll be out of town. So, yeah, good luck on your brackets if you filled one out. Good luck. And, yeah, all right. Woo pig. I'll see you guys on the next one. Go Hogs. Peace.